Well, it's amazing how brown is now. Do that. It sounded like.
And now, those from ponds.
And then
Those or whatever.
then anything else they filled in.
I told Steve I would not.
Is it?
No, you might have like. Permit.
Oh, really? Oh, I got, and then they stick them all into these lockers. Yeah. Gross. Yeah.
Okay, we'll call this meeting to order. Let's stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody.
Morning,
Thank you
Mr.
for
Chair.
coming.
Morning, Mr. Chair.
Morning.
Good morning, Chelsea.
Can I have approval of the county board minutes?
So move.
Second.
We got a motion by Commissioner Lemire, seconded by Commissioner Lazinski. Is there any additions? Not all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda? If there's none, can I give?
So moved.
Got a motion by Commissioner Winter, seconded by Commissioner
Second,
Lemire.
whatever.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Auditors report. Chelsea, welcome.
Good morning. Thank you. Today on the agenda, I have an application for repurchase of forfeited properties. There's 2 parcels here for Jerome and Mary Ketter to repurchase. In the application, it states that the land had forfeited to the state of Minnesota the 1st of December of 2020. And it shows the total amount of back taxes in the middle section that has been presented to our office. So today I'm requesting approval for the repurchase of the application for the tax forfeited lands. I did have to call a special meeting today as one of the 2 properties are listed on the tax forfeited land sale, and the homeowners do have the right to apply for the repurchase of the property. So that's why we are here today at a special meeting.
Okay, could I get a motion on that? We will have discussion.
So move, Mr. Chair.
Got a motion by Commissioner Lemire, seconded by Commissioner Blaine. Any further discussion? Anybody have any discussion on it? Okay.
I guess, Mr. Chair, it's paid up now, correct? Is that what it is? Whatever fees or?
Correct. So the with the repurchase, it is the back taxes from 2016 through this year, 2021. All taxes, penalty, and interest, along with a repurchasing fee, a state deed fee, and then for the recording and the state deed tax.
Is there any other questions? Commissioner Blaine.
Chelsea, you stated there was 2 parcels there. Is that correct?
Correct. On the top portion, it shows lot 18, block 2, and lot 18A, block 2.
And so the individuals would like to purchase both of those parcels. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Does anybody have anything else? Now we have a motion and second. All in favor? Is this roll call or not?
No.
You said,
You can.
Yeah.
let's do roll call.
Sure.
Commissioner Lemire,
Aye.
Commissioner Winter,
Aye.
Commissioner Jelinski,
Aye.
Commissioner Blaine,
Aye.
and I. Motion carries.
Thank you. That is all I have today.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks. Next, we have administrators report.
I have a couple things. The first thing is the appointment of the engineer. I'm pleased to say that Anthony Hennon, the board's first choice for county engineer, has accepted the position, and we finalized a start date of November 29th. We will need to appoint him as our county engineer the first day that Steve Bukowski is no longer with us and fully retired, and that would be effective December 1st of 2021. What I did is I appointed him through May 1st of 2022. It falls in line almost with probation. It's a little less than the probationary period. But then from that point on, you would appoint him for a 4-year term. I talked with Steve Bukowski, and according to the statute, you may appoint him up to a year and then do a 4-year term after that. And so I'm here today to ask you to appoint Anthony Hennon as the Morrison County Engineer, effective December 1st of 2021.
When you say appoint him for a year, is that probationary period? Is that what that would be then?
He's going to have a 9-month probationary period based on our personnel policies.
So when you said appoint him for a year, what does that mean?
So generally you have to appoint an engineer for a full 4-year term, except in that first year you may appoint for a year. So because his probationary period is 9 months, and we don't have 9 months from now until when we have to appoint him again, which is, we're required to appoint in May of 2022, or May of every year we have to appoint an engineer.
Okay, so after that first one, if the gentleman isn't working out per se, then we have an opportunity to not reappoint him then?
Correct. Yep. Similar to any other appointed positions, you can not reappoint if you so choose.
I didn't know that. Thank you, Brad. I'll make a motion to appoint Anthony Hennon as Morrison County Highway Engineer per Minnesota Statute 163.07.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Lemire, seconded by
Second.
Commissioner Jelinski. Is there any further discussion? Not all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
And is that the time we should have said a year? For a year?
Nope, this is good.
Okay.
Nope.
I like the year deal that you mentioned.
Yeah, May 1st of 2022, we would end up appointing him for 4 years after that. Because it's always a 4-year term.
But what if we want the 1 year?
You may, I think according to the statute, you could go on May of 2022, you could appoint for 1 year. Yep.
So where does the 4-year, as long as we're just talking, what
What's
is
the
the,
contract then that he gets? You're locked into?
so you're not doing it every year, you're just doing it once,
No.
okay,
Steve just said you could do that.
Kind of
for
probation.
I got you.
But-
Yep, I got
Okay,
you.
Brad, do you have anything else?
Yep, I have a couple of things. So the first thing is, we are doing boosters tomorrow for educators and county employees for COVID. So if any of you are interested, you can sign up at Public Health if you'd like a booster. We are doing Moderna for everybody. And the FDA has authorized crossover for the booster. So whether you have Johnson & Johnson or Pfizer, you can do the Moderna. It's a little smaller dose than the initial 2-dose shot. So I think we have actually pretty good turnout tomorrow for our booster clinic. So if you're interested, please feel free to sign up. Right, it is tomorrow's Wednesday. Yep, tomorrow from 2:30 to 5:30. So
Will you do another booster clinic?
I believe this is going to be close to wrapping up all of the vaccine that we have available to us. It's still left over from our prior shot clinics, so I'm not sure if we will or not.
Going to pharmacy though is available for the.
Yeah, pharmacy, healthcare are available, but we'll continue to evaluate that. We have had conversations internally about providing COVID shots to kids 5 to 11. And in consultation with our nursing supervisor and given the unique needs of the 5 to 11-year-olds, we more than likely will not do COVID clinics for 5 to 11-year-olds. Now, that's as of today. If things change, I'll let you know, but you just have to, it's a little bit more challenging with kids and getting their parents, and then kids may not be as willing to get a shot as most adults. I know some adults aren't as willing either, but they may panic a little more when needles are pulled out, so.
Just for the public, is there, let's say kids can come in. Okay, there's no charge when it comes here?
Correct.
And there's no charge when you go to the medical clinic either, right?
Correct.
For that?
Yeah.
Or pharmacy, okay.
Mr. Chair, excuse me,
Commissioner Jelinski.
thanks. Brad, can you tell me if the second dosage of Moderna was, whenever it was, here in Morrison County, how long, or what's the shelf life if we're gonna use leftover stuff for, let's just say, half a shot, whatever it is? And I'm not trying to get into medical stuff, but how long is that vial of medicine good for?
So every lot number has an expiration date on it. I think our first expiration was in October, so they had about an 8-month shelf life, I think, give or take, not exactly sure.
Yep.
But then they have extended the shelf life, even though it might have had an October expiration date. The FDA has extended some dates of those vials, those lot numbers, so.
I was just
Yep.
curious, that's.
Yep, so they,
Nope.
every vial, whether it be Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, all has a expiration date listed on it, so.
Thank you.
And then just a couple other COVID updates. Today, we are at 330 cases in the last 14 days. We're kind of holding steady right now. We did have 9 deaths of Morrison County residents in October. Fairly high. We didn't have any for quite some time. And we had 9 in October. In terms of kids, our kids are trending down a little bit. We were, let's see, I gotta find where Cindy has put those. We trended down a little bit for kids. I don't have the exact numbers here. So again, hopefully we're kind of maintaining right now and are beginning to drop. We're a little worried about what later this week brings, if there might be some people missing from the line list, but we'll see. So they're not always up to date on reporting over the weekend, so they take the weekends off now, but hoping that that is still accurate.
9 people died. Can you give us an age, like from the earliest to the oldest? Is that one of those that are like 40 or 50 some?
There was a couple 50-year-olds, might have been a 40-year-old. I don't have the ages in front of me, but
I was
yeah.
trying to give a point that
Yeah.
young people are getting sick with this thing.
Young people are getting sicker, and as we've seen with kids, you know, last year at this time, I don't know if we ever got into the 30s with kids, and this year we've been into the 70s, 80s, 90s with kids, 0 to 18. So.
Explain that. You.
So
70 what?
So we've had, so in the 14-day case rates,
Yeah.
last year we'd had maybe 30 at the most. That in that 14-day time frame. And this fall, we've been at, 60, 70, 80, 90 kids who have been infected with COVID. So it certainly is hitting our younger population more so, this Delta variant than others, so.
All right, thank you.
And then just 2 other things. I forgot to mention, this has probably been better planning, but we're gonna have our holiday gathering on December 15th. You'll get invitations for that. So the sheriff's department is planning our holiday party this year. So it's gonna be in all 3 of these rooms, and it's gonna be boxed Pizza Ranch. So for those of you that are interested, they will be coming out. And then unfortunately Brian left, but next week at county board, I think it's still scheduled that we're gonna have a closed meeting to have attorney-client conversation on our opioid lawsuit. So that is starting to come. You might have heard a little bit of that at your meeting in Elk River. And so Brian is working with our attorneys to talk about that, because there are 2 options regarding the statewide or county's decision about either the statewide lawsuit or our individual lawsuit. So I was going to try to connect with Brian this morning, but I didn't get a chance, and I'm hoping that still is a goal for next Tuesday. And if not, we do it at the following board meeting. So just want to give you a heads up on that.
Sounds good.
That's all I had.
Anybody have anything else?
If I may.
Commissioner Blaine?
Thank you, Chairman Wilson. Just wanted to take a second and say thank you to Brad and to Beth for your work and leadership during this transition time. And we're still in that process to name a new county administrator, but I think it's warranted that we take a minute just to say thank you to both of you guys for your work. And things have, in my mind, and from what I perceive when I'm here at the courthouse, things have progressed very positively and non-dramatically, and it's it's good. It's a good situation. And that takes place because there's good leadership within the organization. And we asked a lot of you and a lot of Beth in filling this void for this period of time. And I just want to thank you.
Thank you. And Beth thanks you, I'm sure. And we have good department heads, so that's the most important part. So
Most of them.
that public health, social service director.
Chair, with that, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, we got a motion to adjourn, second.
Second.
A second by Commissioner Winchell. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Thank you.
Chelsea.
Zach, that was shorter than the first. 2 of them in one day, that's pretty good.
Yeah, much shorter than the first time.